So, it has been so long since I have been live that I didn't even remember how to do this. But I got Prism today, WNBA Prism, 6 boxes, or 5 boxes. That's probably because that was the limit. And I thought I will open them. Why not? I haven't done this for a while. So we're going to do that. I need to make sure I have some sleeves just in case something good comes out of these. I was super fired up that these came. I have more coming. Most of the places had limits on what you could buy, so I pretty much just bought the limits and then looked for another one. So, Prism. I think the card that you're looking for, and I threw away the box, is the abstract. I think that's the one. And I've seen them pulled for sure, but I've also confirmed that they're pretty rare. So obviously looking for Paige, Kiki, Sonia. And I'm not one for manicures, so if you're looking for pretty nails, that ain't me. I think the Prism design is pretty this year. I think it's just, kind of old school. I'm not a fan of the font. It reminds me of Topps Chrome. Not that that's bad, but I mean, live your own life, especially with you're losing your licenses left and right. So there's a cracked ice. You get 6 of those, I believe, per box. 6 ice prisms. And then there's pulsar prisms. And you can get an abstract. It says you can get a color blast. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen a color blast pulled out of a blaster. And then kaleidoscope. I pulled a Paige kaleidoscope, a different kind. I think that picture is adorable of Anissa Morrow, considering that she's not adorable in the post. She's a menace, which is great. And we were watching the highlights of the Unrivaled game. If you did not watch the 2 Unrivaled games in Philly last night, you missed out, because both games were really good. But obviously the second game, when Marina Mabrey decided not to miss, that was really great too. Diamond Miller. So Marina Mabrey is getting a pass for the rest of this year. Oh, speak of the devil. She's getting a pass for the rest of the year when she doesn't play defense, or she shoots a couple of air balls. Sabrina Ionescu got a lifelong pass when she participated in the men's 3-point contest. So, and finished second only to Steph. But Marina's only getting a year pass for this one. It wasn't quite as big a feat. There's Lisa Peely with another cracked. I hope she gets picked up somewhere. I mean, it was nice when she went to LA because she was playing for her former coach, but I still hope that somehow Lisa Peely finds a place in the W, but it worries me. Okay. Oh, Lee Yuru, who's quietly becoming one of my favorite players. I just think she's hilarious. Oh, let's see. Brianna Turner. Here's a blue laser of Azare, who, once freed from Chicago, showed what an amazing player there she is. Sanaya Rivers, athlete. I'm not sleeving these, even though I could. So yeah, this is 5 blasters. I probably have 10 or 11 more coming. Mostly because I am pretty sure that the Prism hobby boxes are going to be super expensive. Fag Bentley, funny fact, if you shop on Whatnot, her name is muted for no reason. Well, I mean, it's muted. It shouldn't be. There is Monique. And I'm so happy to see her and Catherine Westfeld in this set because they weren't included in Donruss. Jonquel, cracked ice, and one of my favorite players, Betnaja. One of my favorite players. It's not a secret. I love Betnaja. Betnaja, Shakira, and Nas are my all-time want-to team. And then my talent team is Rakia, Hailey Van Lith, Sabrina on the cracked, and Melissa Smith, who, I mean, come on, that's signing late in the year. Very helpful for the Aces. I thought she complemented Asia really, really well. Nothing yet. I mean, I should say nothing. I like those Anissa rookies. But no Paige, no Sonia, no Kiki. Emily Inksler, I worry about you and having a position next year. I know you've tried to be a three-point shooter, but not quite in the way that Nas has done it. Gabby Williams, athlete, and Cordy Vandersloot is back. Chicago, still, I think. Well, I mean, I don't know. With this new deal, I don't know where everybody's going to be. Camila. Silver of Bridget Carlton. And just in case you missed her, Blue Laser, Bridget Carlton, and a cracked ice of Sloot. I'm just grabbing these randomly now. And going to the Wisconsin Card Show. I had VIP. There we go. There's Paige. I had the opportunity to go in 30 minutes early, but yesterday it was so cold. I didn't want to mess with it in the dark. So I'm going today, and then I might go back Sunday. So that's Paige's rookie card. As usual, they could pick a better picture. The variant is much cooler. Penny Taylor in the Blue Laser. Maddie Siegrist on the cracked ice. And Shea Petty. Shea Petty, who still shows up in the autographs, although, I mean, she didn't have a roster spot most of the year. Crystal Dangerfield, also a big autograph spot in some of the larger products. And I don't have anything against Crystal at all, but I don't know. Then in Donruss, you left out Catherine Westfeld, who started and played a really significant role for Phoenix. So I don't know. Camila. Blue Laser of Aaliyah Edwards. That's a sick card. And then a cracked ice of Aaliyah Edwards. So hope you like her. Hailey Van Lith with the variant. Worried about her too catching on. Gotta play defense at that position because the 2 guard and the point guards are fast and talented. Okay, Haley Jones. I think she found a place last year. Look at that. Blue Laser. Paige Beckers. I don't know how much that is, but I'm going to guess it's ridiculously priced, even though it's not numbered. I sold a patch of Paige for like $80. I'm like, it's just a patch. Cracked ice of Lee and Brianna Jones. So that's a nice page. Probably paid for the blaster box it was in. Oops, sorry, Stewie. And Tosh, who was very emotional last night. Ryan Howard, one of my favorite players. She drives me crazy because she doesn't drive to the basket enough, but I love you, Ryan. I do. Kitley, anxious to see if she can come back this season and help out the Aces or wherever she might end up. Tina Charles. I became a fan of Tina Charles this year. I really did. I watched her work with young people right after she elbowed him in the face. And I said, I've been short on Tina. Okay. There is Kelsey Mitchell. who I think is the fastest player in the W with the basketball, and a Lucy Olson. Kalani Brown, a green of Maureen Johannes. JoJo on the green. I don't know where she's going to end up either, but it's going to be weird seeing her in another uniform. But honestly, she might actually need a fresh start. Getting more minutes, etc. Bria Hartley on the cracked ice, and Stephanie Dolson. You can hear my birds probably. I've only got 3, but it sounds like I'm in a rainforest sometimes. Ari McDonald, Ray Burrell in a green, Jalen Sherrod, defensive-minded point guard, but still, I think 5'3". Doesn't say her height, but trust me, it is not really height. Really dogged defender, though. But that size is going to be problematic. Monique, Raya Marshall, LJ on the cracked ice. Such a big LJ fan. And Sanaya on her base rookie. Let me turn this light up a little, down. Let's see. Like I said, this is my little makeshift. I didn't even plan to do this, so we're just in my little tunnel that I take pictures of my cards with. Or in, one of the two. Kate Martin. And a laser of J.C. Sheldon. Ty Harris. And Asia on the kaleidoscope. Like I said, I have a page in that. I thought that was pretty cool. So, no case hit yet, not surprising. Aaliyah. And a silver of Marine. Blue Laser, Stud Bud. She had a good game the other night in Unrivaled. And everybody's favorite, fan favorite, Big Mama Steph. I didn't call her that, she named herself. Don't write in. Cynthia Koopa from my all-time favorite team, the Houston Comets. I am an OG Houston Comets fan. And although they're talking about bringing the Comets back, I am not a fan of taking another city's team. I'd like to put that out. Sivka. Anxious to see if she gets a bigger role this year. If she does, that's a pretty cool card. There's the ice of the other stud, Courtney Williams and Courtney Vandersloot. So a couple Courtneys. End us off that pack. I was going to go live on Instagram, but it turns out you need 1,000 followers and I only have 912. So if you're watching this, give the old Blue Rady Breaks a follow so I can go live on Insta. I love the green. And I especially love the green with a Liberty card. And that's the second green of a Liberty card. Diamond Miller. We all know how I feel about Diamond. If you don't, huge Diamond Miller fan. I like people that come from Rutgers and come from Maryland because they are gritty. And I think I said big Nas Hillman fan, big Shakira Austin fan, Isaiah James. Oh, hey now. So I've got Sonia in the blue laser and now Paige in the blue laser. I mean, now Sonia in the blue laser. I had Paige. And there's that adorable picture of Anissa Morrow in a cracked ice. Oh, and this is a good pack. We've got a CC Fearless. Is that what that says? I don't know. I challenge that photo choice again. If you're going to call something fearless, I mean, she's got the face. She's got fearless faces. This one just looks like she's looking for Aaliyah in the post, and she's certainly not afraid of that. I always wonder how these sports cards choose what picture they're gonna use. I mean, if I call this a fearless insert, I would have picked a different image. But hey, I don't work for Panini. Dijonay. And, okay. As a Comets fan, I'm extraordinarily triggered right now. I watched a game one time where Michelle Timms actually got on her hands and knees to undercut Cheryl Swoops, who did not know she was there. And ever since then, you won't be getting a sleeve. Niara and Arike. Yeah, not in the heydays of the Comets, the Mercury and the Liberty, but were the teams we didn't like. Although I will say I like the Liberty a whole lot more than I like the Mercury. And it was because of Michelle Timms. I liked Jennifer Gillum. I respected Jennifer Gillum back in those days. But Michelle Timms, I just thought, you're not a good enough athlete. And if you have to do that kind of stuff. Ezzy Magbagor and Cheryl Miller, speaking of those glory days, she was the coach. A few more packs left. Boy, I tell you what, 5 blasters go by quick. Tamiki Catchings did nothing but evil, quiet. That person, evil, quiet. So good. Fee. When Fee does something good in a game, we just go boom, 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 boom. Fee's good, yeah. Kalia Copper, unfortunately, did not get the dub last night in her hometown of Philly. And there's Sanaya on the ice. Sanaya would probably be bigger. Connecticut is one of those teams that doesn't get a lot of ink. Actually, the whole W doesn't get a lot of ink, and I think that's on purpose, but I'm not going to go into a rant about that right now. There's Beck Allen. DT in the green. Heidemann. Cracked Ice. And Dominique Malonka. The most upside. So much upside on Dominique. That is going to be the alternate Dominique. I have a Dominique Malonga impeccable RPA coming. And I'm a bit excited about that. Michaela Timpson. I thought when Michaela Timpson played, she played well. So maybe she'll have a bigger role this year. I do not know. And that is assuming there is a this year. Michaela Timpson. Erica Wheeler. Alyssa Thomas. And Isaiah James. That's a good picture. A nice cracked ice rookie of Isaiah James. 4 packs to go. Been opening so much Donruss that, I'm expecting a patch. I don't know if any of you have ever opened a Donruss Mega and pulled anything but a patch. If you have, I'm convinced they did not put any autos in the Donruss Megas. So if you experience something different, send me a message because I believe someone forgot. Cracked Ice Dijonay and another Isaiah. So nothing numbered in the 5 blasters. Obviously not a case hit. But to a nice Paige and a nice Sonia, Isaiah, Sivka, Ariel Atkins. Ariel Atkins. Her nickname in my house is Draft, as in gave up the draft to get her. Not understanding the methodology behind that. Nothing against Ariel, but I don't know why you give up the draft. Okay. 2 packs to go. Cynthia Koopa. Sophie. There's Temi again. And that cute picture of Anissa Morrow. Again, nothing cute about Anissa on the court. The last pack. Anything other than a cracked ice would be received well by me. Blue Laser, Caitlin Chen, so popular. And a cracked ice of Shea Petty. And then a top tier of Caitlin. Again, not doing Caitlin any favors. What is this look? Does that say top tier to you? Caitlin. There's so many other ways you could have done that, Panini. Instead, you don't choose a great picture. But I'll take it. Mostly because I have really no choice. So the top tier, Caitlin, is going to make the highlights show. This stuff falls over everywhere. It's always good when people do these things because you don't want to look around, trust me. All right. Let's see. These are the good cards. Just leave up a little Caitlin Chen on the Blue Laser. Again, very popular. That's the variant. Dom, Draft Night variant. Little DT in the green. I've gotten some of her cards lately. I don't know, I was feeling nostalgic. So, went a little deep on a couple cards. Sanaa. Kid can jump out of the gym. Just gets block shots all the time. She's a guard. Makes sense. Okay, Kalia. Again, sorry, but it was Marina's show last night. I'm sleeving up Fee Silver because Fee. Again, one of my favorite players. The reason I didn't list her before is because she's Nafisa and she's one of the premiers. Never heard of her. Heard she was good in college. No, I'm just kidding. One of the best shooters in the game. Men, women, children. Aneesa Morrow. Cute picture, Sonia Citron. Cool photo of Sonia. On her regular rookie. You can't really see her face from what I recall. That's the Cerebral Assassin. Isaiah James, surprising rookie year for Isaiah James, maybe a little muted because she plays on the same team as Paige Bueckers, rookie of the year. Diamond Miller, because. And now that she's away from Minnesota, I'm hoping that someone picks her up and uses her for what she is like, what she could be. On a team like Minnesota, it's just tough if you're a kid. Marquesha Davis in green again. I love the green. Liberty cards. And Asia Sivka. Surprising draft choice? Yes, I thought so. Aneesa Morrow. Closest team to me is Chicago. So I have been to many Chicago Sky games, but then we drove to Minneapolis and we watched a Lynx game in person. And granted, we had seats that they were such good seats. I had to affirm those suckers, courtside basically. So it was kind of an experience more than anything. We're not the kind that can afford to just sit courtside whenever you want. We want, but I did splurge a little bit, a lot. Got those courtside seats, watched them when they beat the Lynx by 55. I thought it was going to be a really competitive game, and I was like, well, that's the game we want to go to. And it wasn't competitive at all. But Diamond Miller did get to play quite a bit, and she was traded shortly after. So she got to put some stuff on tape. That is probably my team, the Minnesota Lynx. But again, because I'm an OG Comets fan, it's hard for me to root for other teams. So I generally just root for players. That's the way that I get around that. Stud Bud in the blue. I like Natisha with dark, but it's her hair, so she can do with it whatever she wants. But she looks good with dark hair. I saw Courtney Williams is not going to be dyeing her hair this season. I don't even know why hair is a topic, but I digress. There, Marine, there's a kaleidoscope. So out of 5 blasters, I only got 1 kaleidoscope, which says that page that I pulled, the page kaleidoscope, not terribly common. JC Sheldon, obviously she's not on the Mystics anymore, or the Sun. Is that the Sun uniform? Yeah, so JC in one of several uniforms. She is on the Sun, actually. So Dallas Mystics Sun this year. I'm pretty sure. I don't even know. What team did she end up on? I can't remember. Sorry, JC. Sorry. I know she was drafted by Dallas. LJ. All-time great. Raya Marshall. Pretty sure she didn't play. Does she play at all? No. Well, that's USC. I guess this is a rookie card. She played. Ola Makani, and she was impactful. Good rookie. Pretty card. Johannes in the green. Lucy Olson. Mystics. Kelsey Mitchell on the ice. Tina Charles is cool. Can't tell me otherwise. Ryan Howard. Good painter, I've seen. Liuru. Skilled big girl. I love how she runs the floor. I hope Honshu comes back too. Oh, Paige was already in a... There's Paige on the blue. HVL on the variant. I don't know about sleeping. Aaliyah will forgive me. We'll sleep this one. Penny Taylor on the blue. Basic Page. Not basic, but you know what I mean. Base Page. Bridget. Interesting where she'll end up this season also. Will she go to the Tempo? Oh, Canada. In Canada. Seems to make sense. There is HVL's base rookie card as opposed to her variant. So many new products this year for the W, and it's more people are getting into collecting W cards, probably because they're not very many teams and the upside can be high. We always sleeve Bitnaja, Laney, Hamilton. You can hear my mother-in-law in the background. Just ignore it. She's putting eye drops in the dog's eyes. Monique Akolabakani. Francais. She was good this year. Snai. Jump out of gym. Azrae. Who's turned? I don't know. Azrae was dead on the bench in Chicago. Went to LA. Became a reliable scorer. And Anissa Morrow, who I think has a lot still. Her challenge is going to be her size, but you know what? Naz Hillman did it. And Natasha Howard. Did I miss anybody? Just double check. And then top tier Caitlin, which I will obviously take a little bit more care of. Not that these folks that are in the cracked ice aren't great or important, but I'll probably sleeve those at a different time. Brianna Turner, Erica Wheeler on the silver, Heidemann. So, 2 pages. Don't even get me. Dejanay Ruthie, Mighty Ruthie. Courtney. Aaliyah Boston. First year to now. Unrecognizable. What a player. Stewie, Brianna Jones, and Haley Jones. Okay, 5 blasters. I don't know how much they cost. $40 probably. And then I have these two also. I don't know if I made my money back. I never really go into it with that. Oh, wait, I found one. Look at that. It's sort of like finding money in the jeans after you pull them out of the dryer. One more pack. What will be in here? Jess Shepard on the laser. Lucy Olson on the cracked. And Kelsey Plum on the fearless. Does she look fearless in this photo? I don't know. She looks a little bit more fearless than Caitlin's. Jess Shepard, Lucy Olson. All right, well, I mean, again, the 5 are in the driver or in the dryer when you pull out the jeans. It's not going to buy you a new car or probably pay a bill, but it's always a good feeling, isn't it? So that's what I've got. Just thought I would open those up. One thing that I have been doing is getting in a lot of impeccable breaks, more than I would admit to anyone that also shares a credit card or a bank account with me. You can put that together. Some of the bigger pulls that I've pulled out of there, not bigger pulls, but I have been getting these. These are my favorites out of Impeccable. Timeless Moments. So that one is the Elena Beard one. I was missing that one. Here is the Kalia Copper one. My mother-in-law's okay. She's just coughing in the background. That one's to 25. Oh, goodness. I wondered why it was shinier. Oops. There it goes. So the Timeless Moments. There's Ka. There's Elena. Chelsea. Chelsea, when she was with the Sparks, they could have found a bunch of Timeless Moments. Chelsea with the Aces, I would have thought. Tina Charles to 8. It's pretty cool. Let's see. Anything else that I've gotten? I mean, I tell you, there's been some moments. I had a Sue Bird 2-4 that I sold for, I mean, quite a lot of money. I'm not going to lie. There is Satu to 49. I like that one. Again, mother-in-law's okay. Got a 101 Lindsay Whalen the other day. Haven't listed it yet. Just looking through some of the stuff from recently. Obviously, I do a lot of football, but I have been almost exclusively doing W lately, and it's been a lot of fun. But I should have 8. This is mine. Not giving this up. And it's bookends, 8 out of 8. Fan. I also bought some Bob Marley cards that have relics in them, t-shirts, some Jimi Hendrix. That one's numbered to 50, mostly because I like odd cards. Betnija. I have several of these, so I'll probably end up selling 1 or 2 of these. Betnija on the watercolors. Impeccable. If you haven't seen it, it's a beautiful set. It's just extraordinarily expensive, in my opinion. I mean, everything is expensive, but it's hard for me to justify spending that on sports cards, even though they're sports cards I really want. Got this little shimmer of DT. I've got some nice DTs. I mean, I have a crap ton of cards, but I obviously wasn't planning on doing more than opening up the blasters, so I don't have a lot sitting on the table here to show. Poor planning on my part, but honestly, I'm not a planner. Couple of one-of-ones. That's a one-of-one. Cedric Tillman with the patch. I'm anticipating him getting traded, so that's why I'm holding that card. I think he could be good somewhere else. A couple other rare ones. I went to comp this card the other day, and there were none. So this is a nuclear, which is a case hit, but it's also a rookie. It got a 9, which for Donruss clearly is kind of par for the course. And that's when I actually graded. I don't really anymore because I don't like them. I did some Labubu cards. You get this little thing, but you only get 5 cards per pack. 1 silver. And what I noted is like the orange, I got 2 boxes and they were both the orange and they had the exact same cards in them. So that was a little disappointing. Now she's blowing her nose. Sorry about that. I'm laughing, but not really. I got this nice Alex Morgan on the Sports Heroes auto. What's that too? It's a leaf, so you know there's like 900 parallels, but still, it's to 8. I have 2 or 3 of those. I sold one, and it went for really, really cheap. Like it was one of those moments where I was like, I would have kept it for that. I had one of those moments. This one's cool. This is Sanaya with the logo. So these are numbered to just 13. I have Dewana, but Dewana's is the WNBA logo. It's not the team logo. Here's another Timeless Moments. So that's Dearica Hamby. These are so cool. Lindsay. 101 Platinum foil. Lindsay Whalen. That will probably have a new home. Not that I don't love Lindsay Whalen, I do. But it's a big card. So, and I think that's about it. Some of these are live right now. Some of them aren't. On eBay, I'm going to be doing a lot of listing. I'm going to go to the card show today. I mean, I'm not really hoping or anticipating picking up anything because card shows, you don't usually get deals, so to speak. But I'll look. Maybe they'll have something I really want. The rest of the stuff that's listed, I'm listing a lot of Seahawks cards. I'm going to list a lot of Patriots cards in honor of the Super Bowl. I'm probably going to list this Hannah Hidalgo. This is a gold Hannah Hidalgo, McDonald's All-American. Auto got a 10, 9.5, whatever. Numbered to just 75. I like that card. I did grade that one. think I said that I was kind of done with grading, and I really kind of am, but I did used to do a lot of grading. There's a nice Alyssa Thomas, numbered to 15. Her cards are really, like, not a lot of high prices out there, high price cards, and I don't get it, because she's really a difference maker. But, you know, people want what they want. I got a Pope card the other day. Check that out. I mean, he looks kind of scary, but it's a Pope card, and this one is numbered. I think I paid $2 for the pack, and I was like, I'll buy one. And that was in there. And then I got this for free, and it has a piece of a comic in it. Numbered. Don't even know where that came from. What else? Anything else that's pretty decent? Let's see. These are all listed. The ones that I'm showing you right now. Let's see. Not all W, but some W. I like to mix it up. Different sports. That's fun for me. There's the Kaleidoscope page. This is listed currently. There's a Pandora Lexi. A Will Howard on the Fireburst. That's that premium card that comes in. There's a Silver Prism Bo Nix. Felt bad for that kid. Even though I'm a diehard Chiefs fan. If you've watched any of my lives, you know that I am. There's a Alicia Gray to 10. This is not a numbered patch, and that's weird because the patches out of Donruss, if they're two color, are generally numbered. But this NaLyssa Smith is not. I don't know why. This is a Malcolm Rodriguez to 10. I don't really know much about him. There's a Sarah Ashley Barker to 99. Rookie Lexis. A couple of those. There's a Ka to 49 on the Canvas Creations. Cracked Ice Cece. This is not listed, though. And that's her idol, Maya Moore. So those are some of the things that are either listed or going to be listed soon. So that Cracked Ice Cece will be listed at some point. Now I'm getting the scratchies. So yeah, five blasters. Wasn't planning on being a millionaire, and that's a good thing because I wouldn't have been. But I did get a couple of nice cards, a couple of nice rookies. The blue laser, Paige and Sonia. So can't complain about that. Anyway, again, it's been forever since I've gone live, so I'm not surprised that nobody joined me. But if you're seeing this and you're hearing this, I'm going to try to do a little bit more, at least to talk about the cards that I have listed, just to give folks a heads up. And then if I open any packs, I might do that on live, just because. Why not? Everybody else is doing it. I'm just kidding. Just because it's kind of fun. Off to the Wisconsin card show, where I'm not going to wear a coat because I don't want to check it or carry it around, which means I'm going to have to layer it up because it's freezing in Wisconsin, if you didn't know. This is my 6th year living here, and I still wonder why every single day. So for whoever is watching, whatever day you're watching, make it a good one. Go get some cards. Blue 80 out.